Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Hold on.
Oh wait, Millyz,
Oops. These ones. Yeah, man. Who was that artist, by the
Millyz,
way? You said Millyz? Okay.
Millyz, Fivio form,
That's my first time hearing that brother right there or the
Millyz.
artist.
Yeah,
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? He doing his thing. He was popping it. He was really popping it. Like,
yeah. If it was only right, he's from Boston.
oh,
So I had
okay.
to throw
Hell
him in the
yeah.
mix.
Oh yeah. Hello. Hello. That's lit, man. Well, you already know how Fabio give it up, so I wasn't. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't.
Exactly.
I already knew it was gonna be something like some heat. But you already know once you hear that even type of beat already, you know what I'm saying? You already know it's gonna be some heat. I already told you when the song started. I'm like, the slow little beat with the horn. Hold on, then the hold on, then the double cups and the puffy coats. I'm like, they finna get in the deep. They finna get deep with it. So that was lit though. That was
For
lit.
real, dude.
I ain't gonna lie. Shoot, man. Welcome back, man. This Block Giants episode 23, man. I'm feeling like Jordan in 91, man. It's Ink T to the G. You know what I'm saying? Who you think it's gonna be? And I'm over here with Dose Meth, aka Richter, aka the taller Potter. You feel me? So we back with
Hey,
some more shit to drop for y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in with us, man. How you doing, man?
good yo, good. Glad to be here. Glad to talk about some stuff with my homie as usual.
Hell yeah.
Um, Set it off with a great song.
Mm-hmm.
Link in the description.
Hell yeah. Sure. Oh man, I ain't gonna lie. I think we got a little healthy little doc this time, man. It's kind of cool. We got a little something going on for him, something to feed the streets. Um,
A little something, something.
yeah, it's crazy because I was looking over it, right? And I was noticing a lot of things is like happen to do with the fact of like the more you get older, like some things stay the same, you know? It's like
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
it's
yeah.
kind of crazy though, like because when you're a kid, like, I mean, you hear your parents talk about things and you're like, all right, you know what I mean? You're like, you know what I mean? Like, all right, because I mean, you're a kid, like you don't understand, like, and then you get older, and then you go through the same thing, and then
Or
you
you
see
see the
this,
same
and then you
things.
see, oh yeah, and then you see the same shit exactly. And you're older, you're like, bro, like, what's still going on? Like,
Right.
like racism. Like sometimes you get hit with you get hit with a dose of it on, like, you know what I mean, on your, you know what I mean, on your humble, you be just like minding your business, and you catch some racist stray, you be like, oh yeah,
Just slip
yeah,
on some racism.
yeah, you
Racism.
know what I mean, on a racist pill, like, you know what I mean,
Just slip
like.
on one. Oh,
Oh shit, we're still doing that. Oh shit, I forgot. Like, my bad. Like, I be forgetting that shit's real. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's kind of like having tattoos. You know what I'm saying? You have them for like 5 years. All of a sudden, like, you take your shirt off or some shit. People like, damn man, you going crazy. I'm like, what? Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. This shit. It ain't going nowhere. Like racism.
right. And it'll get you slipping.
Yeah, exactly. You can try to laser remove the racism, but we all know how that's. You're gonna still see that
It's
little
a
print.
scar for life.
Exactly. It's crazy. But oh man, I ain't gonna lie, man. I wanted to get started with hold on, where's my man's? Hold on. You brought up you had a good one. I wanted you to kind of introduce it because this is actually your topic. But I thought it was a good topic to even bring up. American stars on the Iraqi basketball team, that's wild. That's yeah, yeah, go ahead and yeah, bless the people. Bless the people.
Um, yeah, man. So I came across this article and this information about how there's NBA or not NBA. There's American basketball athletes. I guess stars,
Mhm.
or they might be stars in their league, but they're out there playing and they're playing for some people that are apparently like kind of like we call them bad. Like that's who we got issues with or whatever, right? But
Mhm.
they got the bag. So, for me, I just kind of was more interested in talking to you about how, like, get money, right? But also,
Mm.
like, does it matter as well, like, who the bag comes from? Because I don't
Mm.
really want to, like, start trying to bash them for getting money, really.
Right.
Because I'm just like, we've seen Saudi is paying a lot. Like, that area is
Golf. I'm
they're
sorry, no, the
spending
tennis
out.
shit. The tennis shit too. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. They,
for
they,
sure.
they spending right now.
Yeah.
So, not really like surprised, I guess, that you know they're paying these dudes to be in like an NBA and build up their league, but the whole financial ties to the money and who it belongs to and who it comes
Mm.
from is just. I just kind of wanted to get your thoughts in terms of like what you got from the thing really, but more
Yeah,
so just in that terms of just like,
yeah.
how do you feel about that? Is that okay? Is there a certain
Um,
line? What would that line maybe be for you? You know
okay.
what I mean?
Well, to be honest with you, I'm kind of old school in a lot of my thinking. Sometimes it could be current with current times of how people feel, and sometimes it could be obscure or maybe old, like, you know what I mean, with the current times.
Mhm.
But I come from a generation where we were taught not all money is good money. Like,
Mhm.
so when I was coming across the article, like, it seems like it sucked too because the first artist, the first player, they were like, "Yeah, from Sacramento." I'm like, "That's how you do." I was like, "That's how
Right.
you do."
You're gonna
But
hit up NorCal like that?
yeah, I'm like, "Okay, that's how you feel." All right, but not. He was I feel like his mentality was more in the current state of everybody's mentality. Like, it don't affect me. Like, you know what I mean? Like, me personally, like, you know what I mean? That they beefing with them. Like they like them. I'm like, well, them is you though. Like us. Like who's to say that it don't get bad and they just like okay, because I was thinking about like in a different perspective, like
Mhm.
because he was like the at least one of the players, the one I saw in the article, he was like, "Man, I don't even man, it's business as usual. I play with the other players, I kick it with them. Those are my dudes. Like, you know, I go practice, I play ball, I come back, I eat, I play video games. That's it. Like it's nothing, like I'm not in the mix of nothing. Cool. Now what happens when the mix wants to be with you? Like let's say like, you know what I'm saying, some peace treaty talks ain't going how it should go, like whatever. Or maybe somebody gets a bright idea, like, you know what, they got these basketball players over here, and you know, my cousin actually does security over there. You know what I mean? I'm just thinking about how like we used to have the nigga hookup to get to a Drake concert, or you know what I mean, or like, you know,
Yeah,
like you
yeah.
know what I'm saying? Like, imagine like how it is over there. They're like, man, yeah, my cousin over there, man. Matter of fact, we snatch every time we feel like it. Like, let the Americans keep playing. Like, and then what? Then you're like, bro, I just play basketball. Like, bro, you don't even speak the language like that. Remember, they said they didn't even speak the language like that.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly. Yeah. What if they start paying you a lot more money and they give you a gun? And they're like, we need your help. Like now, what are you gonna do? Are you gonna turn it
yeah,
down? When do you turn it down?
yeah.
Like,
I'm like, exactly. How far does the goalpost got to move before you're like, I'm not a citizen here. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and then like, and the crazy part was they were talking about the dollar figures because you know me, I pocket watch.
mm,
Um,
right.
is 5,000 a month a lot over there?
I don't know. I don't know, man. I didn't get to dig into that
Because
part of it,
I
but
gotta I gotta do the math on that because he said yeah the housing is free. Not he. I think the people that are sponsoring the whole shit. They said like okay well the players they get they're trying to talk about how it's like just and everything like they're not taking all the players just some players like two like there's no more than five on a team two can only play at a certain time. All right cool. But like they said like they get free housing and 5,000 a month like and I was like okay is that like a lot like how's that transfer over here like with our
is
money.
it our 5,000 or is it their 5,000?
Exactly, because still I'm trying to figure out if that's good. Like, you know what I'm saying? I guess
Even if it's our 5,000, I mean,
what do
you
we
playing hoop
I know I understand though, but like, okay,
and
if
you
you have
stacking.
no what I'm saying, if you have no children, no wife, no nothing like that, that
Yeah,
sounds player. Young 20-year-old,
yeah.
24-year-old, that sounds player. Stack that five, you know, I'm pretty sure the food's gonna be free all day too, because you're
So
at a
I'm
hotel,
saying,
like,
like,
yeah,
yeah, yeah.
everything's free. But like if I'm saying like if you were like Paul Pierce, like, you know what I'm saying? Or like
Mm,
what was that movie, Love and Hip Hop we saw when he had to go play basketball abroad for a little bit? Like, you know what I'm saying? Or I'm sorry, she had to go play
mm.
basketball abroad for a little bit. Like, you know what I'm saying? She didn't have no family and anything like that. Like, maybe that five, right? That's fine. Like, but
True.
what if you had a family and you know, what I mean, maybe two kids, and how's that five going to do it? And I got to go against not go against, but and I'm kind of lightweight siding with the other side with in the eyes of the government. So how likely are they really ready to come get me if something happens? They're like, nigga, you was playing
Mm-hmm.
over there. Nigga, you signed a contract. Hey, you wasn't on vacation. You was living there. That hit different. And that looks a lot different in the eyes of how to spin it in the media eyes too. Like because Brittany
Oh, for
Griner, it
sure.
was like, you know, what I mean, we understand what that big publicity blast. Cool, got her home. That's what's up. But like, I'm just saying how the way the government would spin it. Like, you know what I'm saying? If something were to happen to these individuals,
Mm.
like it'd be like, no, we
Oh
we
yeah,
doing the
man.
best we can. We in talks. But they was playing there, like, they're gonna start showing pictures about like how they boarded, how they was playing, how they scored hella points. Like, what I mean? They're gonna be like, yeah, average 20 something a game. He averaged like 20 something a game. Like, you know what I'm
All
saying?
star every year.
Yeah, he been every year. That's how they're gonna get you. Every year, that's how they're gonna get you.
Every year, all star.
Oh God.
Oh, he been there. He been cooking over there.
Yeah. Next, it's gonna be like 6 months later. You're gonna be like, oh yeah, but we're gonna get to it because
I mean,
go
like
ahead.
you staying at one of their facilities, maybe, and maybe they just do a raid to check if there's any stuff there. You're gonna
Yeah.
have to go through getting raided, like even if they don't find nothing. But like that's a hassle. That's not cool for you, or if you have a family, kind of thing.
But you
Like,
also, like I said, but you also brought up a great question earlier when we off camera, off mic. Um, when you said, "What if it could be a Brittany Griner situation?" Because we do have another topic where some
mhm.
certain things can happen. So, like, who's to say on one of these regular routine checks, like, and then it's whatever. It could be heroin, any fentanyl, anything, something that where you got to be beheaded. Like, hold on, like, how confident are we in our American government to get you out that situation post haste? Like it depends. Like, what I'm saying. I would, like I said, and it all brings me back to the original thing. To answer your question, short story shorter. Um, all money ain't good money.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, I started looking at
Like that.
how my people would look at me, like not even like African American, just like I would say Americans in general. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because like if something's going on, like right now, the current state of how the general contention is towards Israel isn't really the best right now, like for what their actions are. You know what I mean? And you're over there getting money over there. Like I said, it's not looking like I said, the media can spin that any kind of way. They're like, oh, they held him hostage. Well, he got the money to pay for it. They've been paying him. Woo, woo. They said, like, you know what I'm saying? They could just flip that any old kind of way. So, like I said, to answer your question, all money ain't good money, man. Like, all money ain't good money. So, me personally, I would have turned that deal down. It sucks though because, like, we talked about it on a previous pod when you were talking about how if you knew about certain positions abroad, you would have been getting a couple dollars, like, type shit. Like,
Oh yeah.
yeah, and that's crazy because like there is a way to do something you love, and it's not it's a means to make. I mean, it's a means for you to live like how you want to live, doing something you love. That's dope. I'm been supporting that for anybody. Like if you have to go travel somewhere, that's what's up. But like you can't just you got to look at the bigger picture sometimes. That's what I think.
Yeah, no, for sure, for sure. Like you can't just spin the globe and pick there and be like, I'm gonna play there. Like you gotta
Oh
check
yeah.
out the area, see what it's about. You know, China used to be like a no-no, but you got Marbury out there, and yeah, you got a lot of ambassadors, so that's always a good option too. So, with the places you might think politically aren't great, sometimes they work out for entertainment and sports reasons for sure.
You
So,
know, it's crazy too. I'm trying to figure out was that dude light skin or something because I know like a lot of
which
black
dude?
the first dude the dude from Sac because that was weird because I was just saying because
Oh, yeah. I didn't see what he looked like. Yeah,
okay. No, because I already know, like, as black people, like, we usually have the first thing that comes out of our mouth when somebody invites us anywhere is who all gonna be there. Like, so I was wondering, like,
yeah.
did nobody did he like what I'm saying? I was like, he light skinned, he missed it. Like, did somebody ask him first? Like, because I'd have been like, who all gonna be there? Oh, you said, Israel. Oh, nigga.
Mm.
Mm,
Oh,
So I already know who made
Israel
potatoes.
with the eye.
Yeah. I'm
Israel
like,
with the eye.
boom. So I know the potato
Mm.
side there ain't gonna be hitting like I wanted to. You
Mm.
know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
I'm gonna have to pass on this. Hit me up next year. You know what I'm saying? When y'all do it again.
Ah, hit me on the next one.
Oh God, you know how black people do. We good with that one. We good with that one.
Right?
Who all
Catch me
gonna be
right
there?
before tax season.
Oh
Catch
my,
me right before tax season. Get you a good deal.
I got you.
Just throwing that out there.
I
Just
got you.
throwing it out.
Black people, we something else, man. I love us, man. We can tell you we ain't fucking with you without telling you we ain't fucking with you in the nicest of ways if we want to. If we
Right.
want to. It's like if we
If we
want to.
want to.
It sounds like we fuck with you heavy too. Oh, cause Charlene be over there. Ooh, I'm going. Ooh, damn. You know I miss Charlene. Ooh,
Mm,
damn. I'm gonna have to get away with you next time though.
right. I'm listen for some more background.
Oh god. But yeah, that actually, I'm glad you actually we did that one first because that definitely brings us to the other thing that what it was kind of disheartening again, like because like I said, like you be forgetting that type shit happens. Like still, you be like, oh yeah, like that's still going on day to day. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, just because the George Floyd thing happened and you know what I'm saying, all this stuff, like, and then also we ain't hear nothing no more. Doesn't mean stuff stopped. Like, you know what I mean? Just
Right.
like, and did you see the video though? Like, hold on. Before we even get started, let me go ahead and break this one down real quick. DC police do a routine traffic stop on a 59-year-old, I want to say, individual, and he gets caught with driving on suspended, but they have the opportunity to either let him go or arrest him for that. But they purposely find a sealed bottle of alcohol in his passenger seat, small bottle. I think it's like a 16-ounce small little personal bottle. So they open it and then they say that he was driving under the influence and arrest him for that. So since I introduced the topic, man, I wanted to know what was your thoughts about that since you brought it up as well.
I mean, it's crazy that like he did that with a body cam on, right? Like,
She, them, yeah.
like they did that with like that was man. I don't even know sometimes if the word systemic is it. Like if it's just something happens. Like it's that's. I was just like, man, y'all gonna do this for this dude? Like.
For what though? He wasn't even rude. I gotta think he was rude,
Well,
like an
yeah,
asshole, like all this
yeah,
shit.
like,
Like
and even then, you're not supposed to do that. Like, you're supposed to let court, you're supposed to let the
even
system,
then.
like, come on, man,
Right.
oh man,
Right.
that's just crazy, fam. Like, I wasn't with it, but I love that their dumbass did it with the camera on. Them wrongful charges.
That's
That's why the cities don't be having money. Like, we don't have no money because y'all be letting these cops keep fucking up and shit. Like, running the bank low with your bailouts.
mm, mm, mm.
I
I just thought it was very interesting because did you see the video actually?
didn't see the
Oh,
video.
okay. Because the video was what made it actually 10 times worse in my eyes because these have to be the most goofiest, sloppiest police officers I've ever seen. Like, and then not only were they sloppy and goofy, they went and got their mans in trouble. Like, you know what I'm saying? So if you don't, if you got to see the video. In the video, it's one super chick, I'm sorry, super cop chick. She has to be like she's little. She just wants to. I don't know what's her deal is, but she went over there and was like, oh okay. She asked him. She said, hey, you want to submit to a voluntary field sobriety test? Those words right there. Do you want to submit to a voluntary field sobriety test? And that man said, "Would any individual, any man with a common sense who has two ears and knows how to listen to words would say no."
No,
I was
no.
like, "Yeah, no, 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 thank you." And she's like, "Oh, okay. Can you step outside the vehicle, please?" And he's like, "Oh, wait, what?" Like, so then they place him under arrest for driving on suspended. So I was like, "Okay, well, that's janky, but I mean, if you could have told me like do this test and I can go home, or they didn't tell him none of that shit. They were just like, all right, dude, all right, cool, go in the back seat. Take him in the back seat. Then she looks over and sees, bro, like the cup is smaller than this. It's like one of them. I don't know what he got. He got one of them like personals. Like and then she just looks at it, grabs it, spins around. She walks away and then comes back to it. She's like, no, well, hold on. Boop. They have her on body cam, opening it up, emptying the whole bottle out on the fucking ground, closing the lid, throwing it in the back seat. Then she walks over to her partner or whatever, another female, and says, "Yeah, you know what I think happened? I think I solved the case. What it was is he was drinking and driving. I found the empty one right there, and he had a cup right there. It was in the console, so he was mixing and drinking. And the other chick was like, "Word." I was like, "What do you mean, word?"
What do you mean, word?
The bitch is like, open and shut case,
No.
Watson. Like,
Word?
bro,
She's like, I
you,
ain't gotta do no paperwork. Word?
yeah, like, bro, like, you should have seen the dude's face in the back seat, bro. He was like, wait, what? He was like, the fuck are y'all talking about? He had the window down. He had to hear a whole shit. He was like, "No, I have not drank anything." So, well, we smell some marijuana in the car. I don't even smoke weed. That's why I bought the drink. It's right there for me to go home. Story was, hey, the story he was, his story was adding up like a motherfucker, right?
Yeah, I didn't watch the video, but
Like, but
damn.
nah. So the worst part about this shit, though, right? This is what killed me, right? This is what so sucks because not all officers are fucked up officers. So the
Mm,
senior officer comes.
okay.
So, like, you know what I'm saying? Because I guess these are some rookies. Like, you know what I'm saying? So obviously before they
Mm-hmm.
even, and he says, okay, cool. So let's go ahead and just tell me, do we have any evidence? And she's like, what happened? She tells him the same thing she told the partner, whatever. He's like, okay, cool. Do we have any evidence of this before we take him in? She was like, no. No. He's like, was your body cam on? She was like, yeah. He's like, turn it off. And then they turn it off. And then like boom. And then he go to jail. Like, I was like, yo, yeah, in 24 though, 2024 though, man. We still
Oh
here.
man.
We still here.
Yeah, just friendly reminder to everybody.
What it was is that he realized that they messed up and he's trying to cover their ass, but at the same time though, they're still taking this man to jail. Like, this is why I want to say to anybody who's a citizen in America, man. You don't have to be black, you don't have to be of color. I mean, a citizen in America because it could happen to anybody. Keep you a lawyer that's you don't mind. Don't if you don't have no money for a retainer because a lot of people don't have that. Keep you a lawyer that you know. It's like, you know what I'm saying, that is good in certain situations. Keep you a financial lawyer, real estate lawyer, like, you know what I'm saying, a criminal lawyer, a civil case. Like, keep you just know somebody who knows somebody, like, you know what I'm saying, because you want to, when a situation like that, you want to be able to go to somebody quick and be like, you know what, I
Mm,
felt like I was violated. Like, was I, like, you know what I mean, because sometimes they just tell you like, nah, that's procedure. No, that's regular, how we regular, like, procedure. It's procedure
procedure.
to take me outside my car and then interrupt my evening. Like, you know what I'm saying? Take me to jail. Like, but also though, and this is where and this is one thing I want to say though, unfortunately, because they get black people, we gotta do better. This is where they always get us. The two things they always get us, man. It's one or
Let's
the
hear
other or both. It's either the marijuana smoke or the driving on suspended. That's all every time. Every time.
every
It's
time.
one or the other. One or the other. Like, and it's
Always the
crazy. It's
weed one.
not, I mean, not me. Like, because look, okay, me and my friends, like, we decided to, you know what I'm saying, go to a location. Boom. We smoke weed, whatever. Boom. Chill for a little bit. Weed wears off.
Air, air
Like,
out.
air out. Get in our respective cars, then go different directions. Like, you know what I mean? There's not four niggas in one car smelling like weed. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, driving down the street, slapping music. No, we are grown now. Like, we all brought our own situation to the function. Like, we were there to
Mm-hmm.
conversate. We talk. Ooh, that's what's up. Conversation over with. Cool. Boom. Boom. Like, when the police pull you over, did you? Yes, air freshener. Yes, that tree. Yeah, the different tree. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, the different. You know what I mean? Sheesh. But yeah, to wrap that one up though, like, it's
That
just
tree, yes, this tree.
yeah, the different tree, the aromatic tree. Yeah. Um, but like, it's just, just being of color. You know what I'm saying? When you see things like that, like, because it's like we know, and especially when you talk to your parents and everything like that, they tell you like you have to work 10 times as hard, or you have to show up 5 minutes early to work because that's your version of on time. Like, of us being of color, we are the things that we have to go through. Like, and it's just crazy. Like, seeing a 56 to 59-year-old man. I'm not sure about that one, but just seeing even at that
Mhm.
time, like, um, just being reduced to, like, not being shown the proper respect for your age of being on this planet, like, you know what I mean, that length, like a young rookie, a 29-year-old, like, you know what I mean, or a 25-year-old just walk up and be like, you know what, nah, woo, woo, woo. Like, it doesn't scream as much progress as I wanted to say that we've had since Emmett Till. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not the same, but it's rudimentary the same. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's just, and I didn't want to say that it's a white woman and a black man, so I didn't want to go that route, but it pretty much all falls in the same categories when those situations do arise. Though it's like, okay, we're going to definitely take the word of this person over this person because at the end of the day, it's a bigger person. Obviously, that person's stronger. They're known to be more aggressive and violent, like things like that. Like that's what they say. You know what I mean? But to be honest with you, it was just kind of sad for me to see because, like I said, that man ain't even raised his voice, even when they was lying on him. Like, I mean, you could tell he was really 59 for real. He was like, wait, what's going on? Okay, look, all right, gone. I'm gonna sit down. All right. Like,
Right.
you could tell he was all right. Look, gone. Put me back there. It's fine. I'm gonna call somebody.
Right.
You got my phone. All right. Like, but that's
It's,
sad though.
it's
Like,
super sad, man.
that's
That
sad,
part
man.
is super sad. That he is just like,
But like, let's be real though. If he wasn't driving on suspended, you know what I'm saying? Because we live in California where I live at, right?
true.
If you drive on suspended, they take you to jail automatically. Um, they have the option as well, but I think they admitted that shit. It's like, no, we take you to jail. Okay. If the cop is
Mhm.
cool, they don't give a fuck. But when you're in a situation where the cop is like just out of their way to take you to going out of their way, that's just fucked up. Like when you have the option to let somebody go home and you're going out of your way to set somebody up and plant
Yeah.
evidence, and you're like, bro, like you ain't got nothing to do Friday, like damn, like because that goes on a the scale of the human aspect. You know what I'm saying? Like at the end of the day, the person you're policing is human, just like you. Like it was crazy because my dude asked me, he said, "Wouldn't you?" He said, "I'd be one of the coolest cops. How about you?" I said, "Not me." He said, "Oh, you be hella strict." I was like, "No, I wouldn't be a cop. Like I just couldn't. Like, hey, I believe you. You be a cool cop for surely. Like if you pull me over, I know for a fact you gonna actually." You know what I mean? Hear my story about why I'm on probation. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I get the feeling. I get the feeling. But like, nah, like not everybody's meant to be an officer. Just like not everybody's meant to be a teacher or a preacher or a mechanic or a potter. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like pick your lane and go what you're good at, go with your strengths. Like, you know what I'm saying? If you're emotional because you know what I'm saying, somebody turns you down on POF that morning, like, you know what I'm saying, and you gonna go and you gonna be the type of person to react negatively, you know what I mean, on your shift, maybe
Mm.
you need to go work at dispatch. Like, you know what I mean? Maybe
Oh,
you know what I mean? Maybe you know what I mean. Working the what do
yeah.
you call that shit? Evidence. You know, do the evidence. You know, drop the
Oh,
evidence. Off.
evidence
Yeah,
locker.
evidence
Yeah,
room.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Go do. Yeah, I mean, you could still be. You know what I mean? With the badge, like you know what I mean. Maybe you do the paperwork. Maybe you do investigations since you always in somebody's business. Maybe you do investigations. Like you know what I'm saying? Like, you could.
She trying to be a detective for
Oh
sure.
no,
She
yeah.
said, solve the case.
Yeah,
Like,
get you a
what?
paralegal background. Like, go to school real quick. You know what I mean? Like, you
She
could.
said, I solved the case. Like, wait, what?
Nah, when her friend was like, "Word," like I was like, "Nah, no," because that's why I felt hella bad because like the other chick left, like she went to go talk to the other dude. She wasn't there for none of that. She missed the whole shit. So when the other chick walked up, she's like, "You know what? I figured it out." She was like, "What happened?" It was like two females
Oh
with some
my
tea. Like
God.
it was like two females with some tea. This shit was crazy. She's like, "Word, what happened?" Okay, check it out, right? So when I went over there, I was like, "Oh," she was like, "Word."
It's
You
fresh
fired her,
lifting.
word. Okay. Word, all right. Dude stand up, bro. Like I said, the funniest part about it's not funny at all, but certain instances are funny. But like I said, she's telling her the story in front of dude right at the back seat, like where his window was down, and he's sitting there just listening to that whole ass lie. Like he ain't even interrupt them when she was telling the story. Like you know what I'm saying? Like he was just like he was like, word. That's how I know. I'm like, bro, man, you've been here too long, man. You 59. Like he was like, bro, there's no reason. There's no. That's when you know there's no point in me saying nothing. We're gonna let the legal team handle their business. I pray he got a lawsuit. I pray he go to work with them. Go to work on them, I should say, because he needs he needs some reparations. That was cold. And they poured his drink out. You know how disrespectful it is. So no, you went to jail and you got to come out of jail, nigga. You got they give you your situation when you come out of jail. You got your cell phone. You get he don't smoke cigarettes. He said I don't smoke cigarettes. I don't smoke any tobacco products. I don't know why you smoke marijuana. Like, you know what I mean? Like so he got out of jail. He don't even have his drink that he paid for. Like that's crazy. That's disrespectful. And they probably towed his vehicle too. So that's crazy.
For sure, because of the for sure.
Suspended, yeah, that's wild, man. So before we move on to the
Definitely.
next topic, though, I just want to tell anybody who happens to be watching us, if you happen to be riding dirty, man, try to get the squeakiest you can because I'm a big fan of not letting somebody have more power in a situation or giving away my power in a situation when I don't have to. Like I want to know at least if something wrong is happening to me, if I have some ramifications, legal ramifications. Like, you know what I mean? Like I'm riding clean, clean. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like if they tell me to get out the car, there's gotta be something going on. Like, you know what I'm saying? There's gotta be, you know what I'm saying? Like something's gotta be
100,
going on. Like, bro,
100%.
like if I like I'm at the point in my life now where like I'll be telling the boss, it'll be funny. I'll be telling her, like whenever you see two cars come up, when an officer pulls somebody over and you see the second car, that person going to jail. He's like, for real? And I'm like, every time. Like, you know what I'm saying? So like it was funny. We watched a couple times when it happened. She was like, that's crazy. And I remember I got pulled over, I want to say last month for the speeding. I got pulled over and they was running my name, all the stuff, and she was over there talking, she was like, I'm cutting the music on. She's like, "Why you cutting? Why?" I'm like, "Man, I'm trying to feel my next slap, man." It's like, "What are you talking about?" I'm like, "Man, look, this man ain't got nothing to, man, look, ain't no other officer come. Trust me, he gonna give us something about the tent." Like she was like, "The tent." Trust me, don't worry about it. Like he gotta do something. Like and boom, came back. Hey, have a good day. Slow it down. Yeah, I see you. Yep, right on. Thank you. Like that's cool. And then they try to ask you, like, have you been drinking or smoking? Nah. All right. And then he walks off. Like, you know what I mean? Because all your shit is legit. If he walked up to the car with already discrepancy, as soon as you walk up, hey, yeah, license restriction. Ah, man, we'll see what happened was, nah, can you step out the vehicle? Like, you know what I'm saying? Can you, like, that's how it all starts. Like, you know what I mean? So, like I said, anybody who's watching this, I know it sounds like common sense, like, but you'd be surprised. A lot of people are riding out here with no insurance. That's why you get into car accidents and people like to leave real quick because if they ain't got no license, they definitely ain't got no insurance. Like, let's be real. So let's protect our roads, man. All right. For real. I'm trying to get paid and somebody hit me.
Protect our roads.
For sure.
Public service announcement for you. T.
Hello. PSA. For surely.
Straight PSA.
On
That was that
game.
was that was great, man.
I ain't gonna lie. I like it when some of our shorter topics just happen to just turn into longer topics, man. You know, I like how sometimes it just
Sometimes
flow
it
like
does
that.
that.
Yeah, you know,
Metamorph.
like the Nile, man. Just sometimes it just flow. Shout out my hold on. Since we was over on the East Coast still, are you still on what do you think about that what was that? DC.
Oh yeah,
DC police. Police
the
man, you
gun
batting
program.
yeah, DC police, y'all batting tremendous numbers on this pod this week.
Oh man.
Yeah, yeah. Do you want to go ahead and introduce this one?
Yeah, so to basically kind of like wrap up the whole story, DC police were doing arrests, taking guns, and then um it's basically dealing the guns back out, right?
Mhm.
We'll just say they get back out. And so you do
Refurbished.
another arrest. You go and you go to do another arrest, and you're like, "Yo, this is another gun that I've already got." Like, so the ATF and some other teams kind of got involved, and basically, like, yeah, they were pretty much recycling the same guns they were already like arresting for. It's a clear white flag, easy to see and track. Again, cops no brains strikes again. Um, but I just thought it was interesting because, like, you know, they're doing this and they've been doing it for a minute, and how is that also not a RICO kind of thing? You know what I mean? Like that's a criminal organization. Like how they're running that. You know
Okay,
what I mean?
so when I read it, right,
Mm.
I was trying to wrap my mind around it, right, because it seems so wild, right? And I was like, no, this is not how it's working over there. Like, like, nah, I got so wait, nah, like 'cause that's not how it works over here. Like, you know what I'm saying? At all. Like, not even a little bit. Like, so okay, so they're getting the original gun from the crime scene and then they're refurbishing it and then selling it legally. And then the same gun is being used again in another crime and then they're Yeah.
Put
Okay.
it put it in the database again.
Okay. I just want to make sure I read that right because okay, cool. We're on the same page. Because like I said, when I first read it, I was like, I read it 4 times, and I was like, no, it sounds like they're using the same gun because I don't know why they would do it. It sounds like it, but no, let me read it again. I was like, I had to read that. You know, the English language sometimes be weird when you use different words. Be like where, like WHER, like WERE.
Yeah.
Oh, like no, it sounds like oh no, no, no. They gotta say it to me like a 5-year-old. Are they selling the same? I was
Fam, I double checked the date. I was like, is this April Fool's? Like I
like,
made sure it wasn't on April Fool's. Like I was like, yo.
yo. And then they have the nerve, the ATF had the nerve to be like, we just thought it was weird that over 23 guns in the last year were used. You thought it was weird. Oh, this is real.
They're,
Okay, cool. Let me scroll back up. I was like,
they're like they're like checking the numbers like, oh, okay, it says right here.
right?
Like
Yeah. Because like
your
I
local
said,
cops ain't checking. So the first line of defense, that failed.
yeah. They said,
That shit
but
is
no,
crazy.
the excuse is the processing system and everything is very archaic. Remember, they just they didn't have that white chick. They should have put her on the case. You know what I'm saying? They could have, had her work in the inventory room. She'd have solved that in 5 minutes, no commercial. Or she just threw a gun on somebody. Either way, the case would have got solved. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we'd have figured that out quickly. But okay, so my question is the police. I want to make sure I got this right though, because like the whole thing sounded like something sci-fi, like like in a dystopian type future type shit. So let me just get this straight. The police confiscate the gun from the crime scene, clean him up, refurbish him, grease him down, whatever they got to do. Pause, whatever, and then they go to another location, and then they sell the guns to the local gun dealers to resell to the common to the civilians of the streets.
We normally get them from gun sales and all that
Right.
stuff too. Like,
So now what they're trying to say is that it's not the
woo.
police fault, it's the gun sailors' fault because maybe they're not checking the okay. I just want to make sure I read it right. Okay, because I had it when I read it right, I tried to explain to somebody else and they looked at me like I was making up some shit. Like I was like, no, 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 it's right here. It's right here. Like, no, bro, fake news. I understand. Like, I'm like, no, no, seriously. Like, my man sent me. Like, my man, like for real. He's anti-barracuda. Trust me, my man sent it to me.
Right.
Like, all right. So yeah, so okay. My biggest thing when I read that shit, the biggest thing I wanted to do was get on here and get some clarification that what I read was
Was
actually what I
correct.
read and was happening and has
Yep.
happened. Okay.
Hmm.
Okay. And is since 2019 to 2023, they said?
They definitely said 2020 to 2021.
Okay. Okay. That's when they first found the last numbers. The first numbers
That's like when
20
they
guns.
kind of popped
Yeah.
into the like,
Yeah.
yeah.
And they said I think they had some recent numbers from last year, 2023, where they said they found up to 25 guns actually repurposed in crime scenes, something like that.
Yeah, like they are the one of the biggest gun dealers in the city, just by themselves.
So I'm just trying to figure this out. Who does this benefit? Like,
What does this
I just
benefit?
I could see like the police. Of course, it benefits the police because they're getting paid for selling the guns to dealers and things like that. But I don't understand. Like, it seems like penny ante. Like it seems like nickel and dime, mom and pop kind of sting, like kind of operation. Like you know what I mean for such a what the charge would carry if you were if you were busted by the government. Like what's 150 guns every month or two like for the police? Like I don't know, they could shake down drug dealers. I mean, I feel like they could do like different shit. Like you know what I mean? Like when we talk about the Tiffany Henyard shit, like if you're gonna be a corrupt something, don't be corrupt against the government. They have all the power. Like like that's like and you work for them, so I thought you would be the first one to know that. Like you don't steal. Like okay, if you work at Walmart, cool, steal some shit from Walmart. I mean, I don't recommend it, but I'm pretty sure the consequences won't be as stiff as if you are a police officer and you're repurposing guns like Sons of Anarchy. Like you know what I'm saying? Like what the fuck are we doing? Hey, this shit sounds wild. Okay, so like I said, like the biggest thing I had was to make sure what you said was factual.
That this was
Oh, sorry,
real.
what the? Yeah, because I thought I'm like, oh, he's trying to see if I'm gonna do it again and fall. Okay, okay. I was like, the old barracuda bait. Okay, I see him.
No, no, no
I see.
bait. I don't be
All
doing
right.
no bait.
Okay, so I ain't gonna lie. Why don't you go ahead and let everybody else know your take on it while I can put some thoughts together because I didn't even possibly think it was real. Gotcha. I was like, no way, the government's like, you know what? Go ahead.
If anything, I just want to know who is gonna be charged. How are they gonna be charged? Like that's why I was like, is this gonna be some RICO shit? Like they to me, that's a RICO. That's a criminal organization. That's racketeering. They should get some RICO, just like these little, like they're doing with every little gang. To me, they should be getting the same kind of smack.
Mm. I'm saying in the same world, like you know, what I'm saying we don't have starvation and shit. But, you know what I mean?
I'm not saying that's what's gonna happen. I'm just saying
Oh
like
yeah, I'm saying in the same world though, in that world where you're talking about, we have no
sure.
starvation, and I mean, the Holocaust never existed. Like you know, what I'm saying like he said the police is gonna get a RICO, huh? Okay, and, I mean in a perfect world, technically, that's how it would go. Um, but this is the
That's what I'm
police.
calling. That's what I'm calling for. That don't mean
But
that it's gonna happen.
But let's be real though. I already saw them covering their ass in the article. They was like, you know what, the system is so archaic. You know, they're back behind with the staff and employees. You know, so many indiscrepancies could happen. And I'm like, really? How come y'all don't
Right?
talk like this when y'all arrest dude for DUI and shit? Like, or when you get my man's for shoplifting, like how come
When
maybe
someone
somebody might be wrong? There could be some discrepancies. Like,
when you're a little late on your taxes, why can't it be
oh,
a little
yeah, things happen.
right? How about some of
I ain't
that?
never I ain't never the government be like, you know what, it's cool. No, actually, you know what they do? They give you that little extension on the taxes. You know what I mean? But he passed that extension though. They ain't got no kind of grace for you. They like, but we told you. They get real gangster with you too. I ain't gonna hold. They get real gangster. Conversations
Real
be real
gangster.
short. They get real brief too. No, we told you on the 25th. Like,
Goes from a bunch of papers to one note, one
oh
little
god,
like
one paper,
card,
red
one
like a bitch.
card.
It be red, stamp two on the
Like,
face. Like,
hey, this is the
oh,
last of. This is the second to last message. You have one more message coming. Like, oh
oh,
man, okay. You get the countdown,
oh,
analog countdown on
oh.
paper.
You can't play with the government about nothing. And
Nah,
it's so
man.
crazy. Shout out to the DMV for finding a way to secede from the government and find a little structured situation to have your own power in government. Like shout out y'all, because you know, black people have been trying to figure that out for years. Somebody from the DMV let us know how you facilitated that. That would be a feather in my pen. I would love to bring that to the people. You know what I
Greatly
mean?
appreciated.
Because yeah, they did that real clandestine, didn't they? They just popped up one day and was like, "No, the government said we can get my license." No, actually, we don't report to them. So what you're gonna have to do is like, hold on, how did
Get in
they
that
didn't get no?
line.
Yeah, oh god,
This form.
we didn't get no memo. There was no commercial. There was no vote. There was no. I didn't see that on no ballot. I didn't see that. I didn't see nobody run for no office about it either. It was like, yeah, head DMV dude, yeah, that's him. I don't even know. I don't even
Mm,
know. I don't even know if he got a term. Is he just there like Putin or like you know what I mean? I don't know. But all I know is they do what they want. Like, and they did it real smooth, like Jiffy peanut butter. Like, I don't know how they did. I woke up one day and they was like, well, actually, we don't. I don't know why you keep calling them because what we tell you. Okay, because remember when I lost my license, right, for the DUI? So
mm.
it was funny because they said, yeah, you got to do a year and a half class. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, all right, cool, boom, doing a year and a half class. I called them. They was like, yeah, after the government told the courts was like, yeah, man, after half that time, call the DMV, give you a little temporary license. I'm like, word? Oh, that's what's up. Boom, 9 months in. I'm like, yeah, here we go. Call the DMV, Mandatory Actions Unit, MAU. I'm like, yeah, man, hey. I got the paperwork, did that. They said they sent you a copy. They was like, yeah, we got it. Oh, okay. So, what's the next steps? Do I gotta like come get a breathalyzer? What I gotta do? Like, they was like, they was like, oh no, 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 no. What you have to do is fulfill the whole class before you get then you come back and take your test again and then get your license. Okay, that's crazy you said that because when I talked to the other dude at court, right? Like, you know what I'm saying? And they was like, "Oh, okay, cool, 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 cool." Yeah, but that's not how it works. So how it works is they're gonna do the whole class, and then you're gonna come back and then do the test, and then hit us back. Wait, but yeah, yeah, we don't report to them. I was like, oh,
Right.
oh. Once I heard we don't report to them, I was like, the courts? Oh, okay, y'all got it. Oh yeah, y'all got it. And he said, and she said it with such confidence and arrogance. I knew they've been doing it for a minute. Like, you know what I'm saying? I just automatically believed it. I'm like, oh, yeah, 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 for sure. You got it. You got it, auntie, for sure.
She's like, oh, we don't mess with them. We don't have to
Yeah,
talk to them. Like,
yeah, yeah.
oh,
We do what we want, and they don't say nothing to us. And we don't say nothing to them. Like,
you're
oh,
that cousin. Okay.
yeah. Oh, she said you're that cuz.
They're that cousin. The government. Okay.
Yeah, for surely. All right,
Hmm.
moving along though, man. That is crazy, man. Oh yeah. This came across my desk because I thought it was kind of funny. When this when this first came up about Roe versus Wade being overturned in Texas, when
Mm-hmm.
they outlawed abortion, and
Mm.
the reason why it stuck in my head, like maybe almost every other person who has common sense in their head or a brain, was okay, cool. Now that you outlawed abortion and things like that, did they think that was going to make people stop fucking? Like that's what I was confused about when it overturned it. I was like, okay, cool, 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 cool. So what's the next step plan? Like because as history has shown us,
Mm-hmm.
as humans, we're not going to stop fucking. Like you know what I'm saying? As history, well, let us all like you know what I mean. It's clear, it's abundant, it's abundant. Like so, what was the steps that was going to we were going to take, or Texas was going to take to circumvent the problem that they just created even more. So I was wondering what happened with that. So anyway, we fast forward now. We fast
Here
forward.
we are.
Yeah, you know and that's how it works with laws. You know, I mean, you pass a law, like you know, what I'm saying, see if it works. Fast forward 3 years, see if it works. If not, we can go back in there and maybe fix something. Like you know, what I mean, maybe. I mean, that's usually how laws. That's how they were intended to be made. But yeah, but you fast forward now, and it seems that all the people that didn't stop being human, like you know, being themselves, um, and still
Oh, my
people,
bad.
no problem,
Trying
but
to mute it.
yeah, no worries. But like I said, there's still people that are humans. We make mistakes. Sometimes we find out the person that we love isn't the person that we thought they were. Like things happen. And this is why. Anyway, short story shorter. Women are going across the border to Mexico to get the medications and get the procedures that they need that they can't get over here in the states, which has got to look crazy at the border. It's got to look like this, like in Texas. Like it's got like they coming in and we coming in. Like it's crazy. Like they coming this way and we going this way. Like for the weekend. Like it's crazy. So I don't know. I just brought, like I said, I brought it up mainly because I thought it was so crazy how they can implement such a law amidst so much controversy, amidst so much people going against it. Still did it anyway, and then they have the nerve to make a story like, "Can you believe what's going on now? The citizens have to go over here and get procedures done." I'm like, "What did you think was going to happen?" Like that's my biggest thing. So I'm gonna just go ahead and
Right.
say my biggest piece about it, and then I'll pass it off to you. My biggest piece is I've always been an advocate for a woman being in control of her own decisions when it comes to her body in any moment, because we don't know the full scope of any situation. Like nobody, like this is my brother right here. This is my, you know what I mean, I don't know what this man had for breakfast this morning. I don't know what the last conversation he had with his wife this morning. This is my man's too. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, So how do you know when somebody comes into an abortion or a clinic or just a Planned Parenthood or any clinic? What do you know is about that person that is going on in the, you know what I mean, before you met that person? You don't know nothing. So I feel like we shouldn't have the right to judge anybody or even tell them what they should do in a situation, because there's lots of people that have been on this planet that people, or sorry, born on this planet that people wish weren't. And history
Hmm.
has shown that religiously, like, you know what I'm saying, on a lot, in a lot of
Hmm.
sectors, a lot of areas. So who's to say that, like, maybe that person's parent, if they had the opportunity, like maybe that person, you know what I mean, like maybe they didn't have the opportunity. Maybe it was like, hey, once you get pregnant, it is what it is. And now, you know what I mean, you get a Napoleon, you get a Hitler, you get a what, Chairman Mao, you get a whatever, you get a Fidel, you get a Castro. I mean, you get whatever, like you get a I mean, whatever, like, you know what I'm saying. So like I said, that's my take on it. That's pretty much all I had. Pass it to my man's. What do you think about it, brother?
I mean, based on the location and everything, like it was like, okay, Mexico just seems a little more like guess, but it makes sense for what they're talking about with Texas and everything, right? Like, so, um, I, I mean, you said a lot of what I feel like. It's like, one, I'm not a woman, so I don't really feel like my opinion merits much weight or value, but
Facts.
they should be able to have these options, is what I kind of align with. Um, Maybe there should be more regulation on the clinics, or what can be a clinic, so they're just not in every strip mall or something. But
Mm,
I think there's room to have that like moderation. But
facts.
I'm pro letting them have a choice
Right.
and being able to have that option and be able to make that decision on their own. So um, I don't know, man. Just it's unfortunate they can't. They got to go so far just to get some help or
Right.
get something taken care of what they want. Depending upon the situation, it could be help. You know what I mean? But support in a way. So
I had a question.
yeah,
When they actually brought this law or proposed it, whatever, wasn't they running on the platform of reducing money to tax-paying citizens for having these places open and shit like that?
I think so. I feel like that was part of it, like part
Yeah,
wrapped up
I think
into
that, I think
some
that
of
was a
that.
bigger. Yeah, that was a huge piece. I thought.
Hmm.
I know they had like a whole thing about, like, what's right and whatever, but I believe that was one of their biggest things. And like when I now going forward, like, I'm now what's coming across my head is like, what about the people that are forced to have children and can't afford these children and then have to go on welfare that the taxpayers have to pay?
The
Like,
system, yeah.
so I'm like, either way, they're still putting a drain on the system if you're forcing them to have children. Like, I don't know. Like that, I don't know. I just thought about that. It was weird. I'm like, wait a minute. Well, you ran on the platform of saving money, but
She's using money on this way.
yeah. So I don't know. Okay, cool. I'm like, all right, cool. That's all. I mean, that's all I got. Like, I mean, I thought it was crazy because they had the nerve to print the shit like they were surprised. Like, can you believe what's happening? I'm like, oh, what, people still having sex? Oh,
Can you believe it? Yeah.
imagine that.
In hot ass Texas, oh yeah, they in heat. Boom.
He said, put on. All right. Man, oh man, we should probably segue to this one earlier. Starvation being
So I
used
think
as,
is it that one? Yeah.
yeah,
We need to
we
get
should
this
definitely
out
hit
the
that
way,
one.
man.
Yeah,
We getting
definitely.
close.
Hang on. Hell yeah. Starvation being used as, I know, right? I know, right? I'm sorry, y'all. Hey, that's me though. I'm gonna apologize to our audience, man, because it's usually me. I always bring up the saddest part of of the pod, like at the end, like, so I'm trying to work on, you know what I mean, just go ahead and throwing it, things that happen to might be triggering or sad for anybody, like, throw it in the middle so we can go ahead and, what I mean, end on a
Sandwich
jovial
it.
note. Yeah, you
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, let's go ahead and get this one out the way. And it's not even funny, but it's, what was it again? Oh yeah. Um,
Starvation.
yeah, Israel is using starvation. I want to make sure I say it right too. Boom, boom. Yeah, starvation is being used as a weapon in war with Gaza on the receiving end. Um, I thought it was crazy because in war, it's war. When I read, like, the art of war, like, you know what I'm saying, I'm used to like, kind of wars in Africa where it's like, nigga, we come in, we kill everything, we burning everything down, fuck your families, we doing illicit things to the people. Like I'm used to seeing wars. I remember wars like that, like Vietnam War, things like that. Thank God it's not like that anymore. Like, what I'm saying? People are allowed human decencies, food, safety, like citizens, like civilians. Like, thank God it
Modern
turned. Yeah,
modern
thank God.
warfare.
Yeah, thank you. I'm glad it turned into that. Um, but what's crazy to me is the fact that they're still playing the games like that, like, what I mean, where they're holding up thousands and thousands, tons of food at the borders and making people starve. Like, and then it, the main reason I brought it up was because I feel like America is headed in that same damn near direction,
Mm,
the way we're moving. Um, the biggest thing that hit me was, like I said, if anytime we militarize our government against our own people, this is literally what you can. We're watching on TV what's going to happen here. This person was over here talking about he had to. He's getting the price of canned food is $27 a can. Maybe a bag of rice is $50. And it's crazy because they're taking, and I'm noticing like the little similarities that are between America and the other countries that are war torn. The only difference is the fact that they haven't brought the war to us. But like,
mhm,
if there is a war that is here and does happen, we're spread too thin. I feel like, so I thought it was insane because we've already worked at taking the dollar out of the system. So now everybody's going to be focused on credit. So can you imagine something like that were to happen and everybody's talking about credit? Like I got credit. Like it doesn't seem we have to go. We're going to have to go back to a crazy bartering system. Like, I mean, something like, but it's just crazy because, like I said, I was watching this and my heart goes out to Gaza, the civilians, anybody in war torn countries, but them specifically right now because what's going on, the last little bombing in Hamas, like everything, like it's been crazy. Um, but like I said, if you don't, like I said, another thing I've learned, if you don't watch what's going on around you, or if you don't pay attention to the past, you're doomed to repeat it in the future. So, like everybody's watching the shit, or maybe they're not even watching. Maybe they're watching TikTok, or maybe they're watching YouTube Shorts, or what I mean. Like maybe they're not watching. But for the people that are watching, the people that are like, what I mean, watch our pod. Like, what I mean, like I want them to. I also know that just because it's happening somewhere else doesn't mean it can't happen here. Like, what I mean? And
mhm.
unfortunately, the way things are moving, it could happen here quickly. Like quickly. One bad night, like, I mean, overnight. Like, what I mean? It's crazy. Like, so I just want people to know, like, not only just be aware of what's going on in the surrounding regions, just be aware, like, what I mean, of what's going on around you and your neighbors as well. And that's all I just want to say about that situation. Cause like I said, it just seems so close to home, even though it's not happening here yet. But like, I don't know. I pray I'm wrong. Really do. Really do. But yeah, that's pretty much what I got for that. What do you think about that when you saw that?
Um, I mean, man, you said a lot of what I was gonna say. It's like, yo, like when it comes to war, there's all who knows what if there's a dirty kind of thing or not. Um, like there's for me, what I understand, there's just different types of war: guerrilla war, modern war. Like there's different types, and you'll get a mixed bag, obviously, too, in different styles. So it's just unfortunate that that's being used that way against people, and these are human beings. And I just, I got just hopefully like some blessings and prayers to go out to these people going through this, but it's never pretty with war and the types of war and tactics. Like T said, pay attention, take note, because you might recognize this again later. And it might be in a different side of the map doing the same thing, but that could be a little closer to where you're at too. So just, as we always say, we send up a flare. This is another signal for people that are paying attention, just to be on your P's and Q's
Mm,
and take note.
mm. I like how you said that too. You said we're just setting up another flare, man. We like to share to keep y'all aware, man. So I like that. That's lit.
It's
All
up there, and
right.
that's it. That's all we can
Yeah,
do.
that's it. Yes, that's hey. Lead a horse to water, man. Hey, that's all. Hey, you know what I mean? Y'all saw it. Hey, not
If
only
you
y'all
ain't
saw it, y'all heard us say it. Like it's crazy. Like,
And if you ain't looking for a flat, then you just keep on doing, keep on going.
That's all
All
right.
good.
Yeah, that's all right. Maybe you don't mind being on that island. Like you know what I'm
Or
saying?
you find another one later.
Hey, and that's you know what, and that's one thing I love about information because once it's out there, it'll always be there. So, like even when we watch movies, like you know what I'm saying, you can watch Back to the Future or Teen Wolf as a kid and be like, oh, that's crazy, and then watch it when you're like 30 years old and come back and watch it and be like, oh wait, that makes sense when he was doing like you see it more as an older person with a more because your mentality is different, your perspective has changed. So that's why I was saying in correlation with our message or just or messages in general or information, you might not be receptive to it right now or ready for it, but who knows? In 6 months, a year, 2 years, you might come across the same message. But oh yeah, I didn't understand. But hold on, like you know what I mean. And the information is never going to change because that's one thing we love about information. As long as it's factual and true, it won't change.
Won't change.
Speaking of something, like, you know, let's go on another sad note, man, and then we can get up out of the sad stuff. My man,
Oh,
Pat Sajak. My
is
man,
this
Pat
sad?
Sajak. Yeah, man, that's the end of. It's sad because I'll get to the sad part, but it's the end of an era, man.
Definitely end of an era.
Pat Sajak, the host of Wheel of Fortune, man, is hanging his hat. I ain't gonna hold you. It's been a beautiful journey with you, man. Like just as a kid, like you know what I'm saying, like till now. That show came on 19. They said it started in 1983, 80, yeah, 83, something like that. Like that show's been on 40 years. No, I think it said it started in 1982, and it was hosted by the original host of the Love Connection, Chuck Woolery. And then
Mm.
on season number two, they introduced Pat Sajak and Vanna White, and they've been going crazy ever since. They said they beat
Locked.
Bob Barker's record, man, for the longest host on the
That's
TV
it.
show. Like that's how you
Sick.
know they was putting that work in. They was putting that work in. Pat
Holding that
Sajak,
number one spot.
yeah, Pat Sajak was the Michael Jackson of like you know what I'm saying,
Ooh.
the TV
Wow.
series host. Like you know what I'm
Wow.
saying. I mean, just for longevity wise. I think he won a lot of. He won some Peabodys. His award count is up there too. Yeah, he's been doing
Oh
his thing
yeah. He's stacking. He's stacking some hardware.
for
Stacking
sure.
some
For sure.
hardware for sure.
I like the fact that I haven't heard any medical news like about him, like anything being wrong. Like
Yeah.
I like
Yeah.
that part. Like you know what I'm saying. I like the fact that let's say he started the show when he was 23, 25. Like you know what I'm saying. 40 years in the game, 65, made your money.
83.
I'm ready. He's 83.
No, it started on
Oh,
he
oh, the show
83,
started in 83.
1980
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
83. So,
You know what I'm saying? If he was, let's say he was 25, like, you know what I'm saying?
mm,
He'd only be 63 right now. Like, oh, sorry, 65. Like, I mean, that's lit. That's lit.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
65, stacked it up, got your daughter on the show a little bit. You're chilling, man. You did your thing. Now it's time to enjoy the babies, the fruits of your labor. Like, that's just lit, man. You did it already. Like, that's one of those times where you can say, like, I came here, I saw, I conquered, I put a flag somewhere. Like, you know what I mean? I
I
could go
did it
ahead
my
and
way.
exact hello. When everybody was trying to be trendy, when the Jerry Springers were coming out, when all this was going on, you or the Judge Joe Browns or the Judge Judy's, you was still, hey, buy a Valve for 200. You was still like you wasn't being sassy, you wasn't gimmicky, you was still you. Like, you know what I
Kept
mean?
it on brand.
For surely. Like they tried to spice it up a little bit. I think when they brought up like, the little younger version, like you know what I mean, they tried to the younger
I did, yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah,
they had a season or two of that. They was like, nah, man, we fucking up. Let's go back with our bread and butter. Like, you know what I'm saying? And it worked, man. Like I said, man, it's a staple. I haven't watched the show in a while.
yeah. Mm.
But just for the legacy and the reputation of what he's done, man, you deserve all the props in the world. I never heard you in no salacious scandals. I never heard you run around the set grabbing Vanna White booty. Like we never heard nothing. It was just above board broadcasting and journalism, and we gotta, yeah, exactly. We gotta just salute that. Like 40 years, nothing.
Salute to
Come
Pat.
on, come on, salute to Pat, man. And hold on, and I gotta bring this up because this is another reason that was uh come on, man. How many rappers have we heard with Pat Sajak metaphors through our life of hip hop? Spin the block. Even Gilly the Kid was known for one. Oh shit, I can't remember one, but Gilly Kid, even when he was rapping though, he had a Pat
He was in
Sajak.
there. He's in there a
Yeah,
lot.
he had a. man, a lot was spinning like Pat Sajak, or come on, I'm trying to get the wheels of fortune like Pat. Come on, man, you had a lot, man. Just as a hip hop community, man, and a journalist now that we're older now, like you know what I'm saying, like now, like you know, just in the broadcasting space, it's like, bro, like we can salute you now, like on so many different levels, man. Like you know what I
For
mean?
sure, yo. For sure. Big salute to Pat Sajak, yo. Yeah, I
Hello,
like that he's going out on his own terms. It's not like something health happened and taking him out and he's got to do a hard out. Like he sounds like he's even if he knows something's coming, like it's cool, it's clear, no controversy, nothing about it. He's just going out on his own terms.
right,
I love this. I love
right.
this.
It's a beautiful look, beautiful look. Once again,
Yeah,
man,
man.
respect to a legend, man. Once again, respect. And now we get to the fun part of
41,
the
41
41,
years, it said.
41 years. Yeah, 40, I thought it was 40, but 41. Hell yeah.
Yeah, 41.
Whew.
Damn.
Can you imagine,
On the
man? Can you
board.
imagine? Can you imagine
Ooh.
podding for 41 years?
41 years being on display, on broadcast. Good
Everybody in your
Lord.
business. Everybody in your business. Everything.
Yeah. Good Lord.
40 years.
Salute.
You got 40 years in you for the Block Giants.
Hey, as long as I can last 40 years, I'm down.
40 years of Block Giants. I ain't gonna hold you. I'm not mad about coming in here with a cane and my good shawl. You know,
Oh.
my warm blanket. My warm blanket. I'll be old by then. I'll be old as hell.
I'm saying I'm gonna be mad old, but I'll talk
I
some
need my
shit.
warm blanket. Yeah, we go. Like,
I'll
man,
talk some
what?
shit.
We might have a segment
Probably be with
called.
my eyes closed.
I was gonna say by the time we're 80, we might have a segment called "Talking Shit from the Blinds." Like we over there
Yeah.
just the blinds.
Right?
And I got this neighbor that just won't clean up this trash. I'm saying,
Like you see Charles, there's Charles again. There's Charles again. Oh, let me turn it. And it just freaking ends up on the ground the whole time. Like, you see it? Damn. He's doing it again.
shit just be cranky as hell. Man, can you imagine how cranky, man? Because I'm cranky as hell.
Oh,
Like I'm already cranky. Can you imagine 40 more years from now? Oh no.
damn. If I can be one of those retirement homes and then I'm still playing some video games, murking people, talking shit around these old people, well, let me get it.
Oh what? I'm gonna be one of the coolest in the old folks homes. Shout out to old folks homes too, man, because y'all keep the old folks, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean, still good, you know what I mean? They're stretching the ligaments, letting them rock around, man. Like that's cool, man, because my grandmother, God rest her soul, she volunteered at stuff like that, man. And it was cool, like somebody of her age doing things like that. Like just yeah, man, hospices are cool. Like hospices, like you know, what I mean, old folks' homes, like you know, where you get to go ahead
Oh
and
yeah.
enjoy the last little parts of you know what I mean, and just go and be
Community.
yourself. Like, yeah, hell yeah, shout that shit out. Um, but I was gonna say though, in this next segment, this is actually I say this one to the end because I thought it was gonna be lit. Um, because I saw it because you know, what I'm saying as married men, sometimes there's segments that like there's things that married couples go through, and some things
I'm
that
just
they
waiting.
don't.
I'm waiting to see how you do
Yeah.
this one. Go ahead.
No, no, because like no, because okay,
Here we
because
go.
yeah, because everybody doesn't know. So there's a study that came out called sleep divorce. It's where is it good for a relationship? Do couples thrive?
Mm,
I saw it where this one couple. It wasn't like it was a study. They said they said it was a study, but when I read it, they really just focused on one couple in general, and they didn't really. I didn't see no numbers. Like but there was just this one couple, like I said, it did bring up, it did pose a good question, um, because she said, okay, the one marriage, sorry, the married couple they did talk about was one woman, she was a financier or something like that. The other person was a real
mm,
estate investor, things like that.
okay.
Unfortunately, he has RLS, he got restless leg syndrome, sleep apnea, and some other shit. And she's like, man, I can't deal with this. It bothers me. And then boom. So anyway, short story short, they decided to um, sleep in different rooms of their house. Okay. So they sleep in different rooms of the house. And then after, I want to say 6 months to a year, they're like, oh yeah, look at all the money. We're so productive. We're so happy. All I did was make my room crazy. We got a bigger house. We got bigger cars. Like, woo, woo. So it's better for the relationship because we don't sleep together and now we're happier with each other. So I said, okay, that's interesting.
Mm.
I had some thoughts about it, as being married, and I
Hmm.
want to pose that to another married person that I do know. Um, so before I say what I want to say, what do you think about that when you read that? Actually, not only what do you think about it though? How would that apply? Oh, sorry. How do you? I mean, how does that apply with something like that with you and your marriage? Like, does it apply? Would it apply? Could it
It,
apply?
it could apply. It could apply. When it comes to getting sleep and being functional and trying to be like, you gotta operate at a high level. Like, I get it. Um, I think, I guess it's just interesting because it's like a married thing, but I feel like there's a lot of rules, but there aren't any rules. And then if you come from a family that had a broken marriage,
You mean rules in marriage?
yeah, yeah, or rules
Oh,
of
okay.
marriage or rules
Mm,
within marriage or whatever, like,
mm,
it's like, well, you're married, so you have to sleep in the same bed. It's like, okay,
mm.
do you have to? Or do you have to maybe only twice a month? Do you have to maybe only four times a year? Like, it's really like, if does it have there's just that's what I mean. Like there's rules, but then there's no rules, right? So
Yeah.
if this worked for them in terms of asking answering your question, like yeah, I think that's cool that it works for them, and if they both got no problem with it, dope. And then to answer your other question, like yeah, definitely could see that for us. Like if I'm like my big old legs and I'm shaking the bed too much or something, and she ain't functioning right, and it's messing up the work, figure it out.
Hmm.
Find we're gonna do um, cuddly nap days or whatever. We'll figure it out. But you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
like to me, that can't be. I can't stick to some hard rule of that when I came, especially from a broken home where I already seen my parents sleep in a different bed. So
Mm.
you know what I
Okay.
mean? That makes me definitely a little more open, I guess, to just kind of peel back the curtain a little. But I can see how if you're super traditional and you came from like a really dope functioning family or whatever, you could be like, nah, like same bed every day, all day, like I mean, calling it sick together
Same
all
bed
day,
all day.
like cool,
They call it
cool,
and sick
cool.
together too.
You know what I mean? Like cool, cool, cool. But
Yeah, we both sick. We sleep in
um,
the same bed. We both sick.
both sick. We staying home. Cool. Like, but what about you? What was your like? I mean, you kind of said your
Um,
reaction a little, but if you want to
no,
dive
I mean,
deeper into it,
yeah,
more about
definitely,
the marriage thing, the marriage part. Like,
yeah. Definitely the marriage part. I really don't. I mean, we already talked about their part. I don't like. I'm pretty much in line with you when it comes to you. I don't really judge any other married couple. Like, if it works for you, it works for you. Shit, like that's the whole point of marriage. Find somebody who completes what you're trying to do, like, and then y'all rock out. Like, you know what I'm saying? If you like watching fucking scary movies all Friday night and then waking up and going to church, and she likes doing the same shit, that's what you do. Like, that's what y'all do. All right. But one thing that you said that I want to definitely pinpoint one more time is the fact that you said what you have to do. Um, there's so many underlining hypotheticals of what you have to do in a marriage that don't apply to nobody. Like,
yeah,
it's what you decide with who you're with and what you guys are comfortable with and whatever. Like you said, if you sleep in twice a month, hey, if you and y'all whatever y'all do, sorry, whatever you both do and decide together that helps you guys thrive and be a good person, like, or be a good couple or achieve whatever you guys are trying to achieve, whatever, live harmoniously, whatever. Um, in my situation, I work. Oh, actually, you know what? Let me give you a little background because I grew up I grew up with my grandparents. Now,
mm-hmm.
by the time I came to the equation, they've already been married. I want to say 30 years, something like that.
The grandparents.
Yeah, they've already been married
Okay.
30 years. So, and he worked graveyard shifts and she worked during the day. So
Mm.
now that they're both retired, their schedules are still the same. He's up all night, and she's up all day.
She's up all day. Yeah, yeah.
Right. So they don't want to bother each other. So he had his room and she had her room, and they didn't sleep together. Did they not love each other? No. Did they always show affection? Were they always great people? Yeah, to each other. Oh, hell yeah. Like they loved each other. Like they just found a system that worked for them and it worked. Like, and now fast forward to me and my situation with my wife. I work. Like, you know what I mean? We do this and we have the, our situation that we also do, we work. And sometimes that takes me into maybe 11 o'clock, 10 o'clock. Like, I mean, so I'll be like, hey, if you're tired, go take a nap, go sleep. I'll catch up with you. If I don't happen to catch up, like I'll see you sleep, I'll sleep on the couch or I'll sleep in another room. Like, you know what I mean? Just because I don't want to wake somebody up, like her up, like, because she's been asleep. But when you're married though, you can't really do that because the other person's gonna, and then boom, come outside and be like, hey, why are you out here? Like, all right, cool, you up? All right,
Mm-hmm.
cool, let's go sleep. Like, you know what I mean? All right, cool. But like, I don't know. Like I said, my biggest thing for it is as long as you have that. See, with marriage, people don't understand the biggest thing for marriage is communication. That is the
100%. Boom.
That is the biggest foundational thing I could ever tell anybody about marriage. It doesn't matter if you spend all the money up. It don't matter if you lost the food. It doesn't matter if the car got towed. It don't matter, man. If you can communicate with this person, you can be with this person for the rest of your life. Like, because not every conversation is going to be roses and all smiles and Hallmark cards. But if you can have a conversation and a person can be 100% themselves and tell you exactly how they feel and tell you exactly what they want or they expect from you as well. And you can hear that, receive it, process it, and then be like, okay.
Mm-hmm.
And you come from a place of love where you're like, okay, cool. I want that person to be the most comfortable they can be. Like I want that person. Like when you come from that place, then I feel like, yeah, marriage is gonna work regardless. It doesn't matter where you sleep that day. It doesn't matter. Like, you know what I'm saying? I can sleep in my car, like if I feel like it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like it doesn't matter. Like the marriage is still gonna be fine tomorrow. Like she might think I'm weird. It's like, okay, why you want to get frostbite out in this garage like that? It's cold out here. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, but like, you know what I'm saying? But like I said, it's not up for me or anybody, I want to say, to critique how any one marriage goes as long as it's productive and harmonious for the people in it. Like, so that's my only take on that. For real.
Yeah, man. Yeah. I mean, unless you get more sleep because you're sleeping next to somebody, like as long as you're getting your sleep, you're getting your sleep.
Mm-hmm. Facts.
Yeah, man.
And I want to touch on something that you did say about growing up in a broken home. Because there's a lot of people that I feel like some people that grew up in a broken home can, I don't know, I want to say differentiate. Like me and
Mm-hmm.
you. Like, okay, we grew up in broken homes or whatever. Or per se, I mean, I don't want
Yeah.
to. I don't want to. You know, what I mean, I don't want to down talk the parents like that. You know what I mean?
We're
But
just saying it just to make it an easy
yeah,
understanding without
right, right.
dramatic. Yeah, yeah.
Right. Okay. So we saw things, whatever, and we made conscious decisions to
Mm-hmm.
say we're not going to let that shape our perception of what we think this situation should be or what it look like. Like we saw, like, what I mean, same thing. Like when people see people doing drugs, you're like, okay, oh, I like that. Oh, okay. Well, I'm doing cocaine. Whoa, slow down. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, hold on. So I like the fact that, like, you know what I mean, as people where we came from, like, we are actually able to differentiate and not repeat the same cycles because we saw it. Because a lot of people see a cycle, or they not a cycle, they just see a situation and they
Mm-hmm.
intuit that as it being normal. And when you get a certain age, you get to, or even not even age, when you get the same when you get in the right mentality, you know what I mean, as a grown individual, you get to differentiate and say, okay, this is what happened in my past. This is what I'm doing right now. This is what I want for my future. They don't all have to align. It's just what it is. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's just, and it's crazy
Hundred
because, like,
percent.
when you get older, it's funny because you get to see things like that. But when you're younger, you're like, not all the time. But I just know a lot of people. Even when you're older, I know a lot of people that still see. Well, this is what it was when I was younger, and this is how it has to be right now because it was this. And obviously, but I want something different when I in the future. I'm like, bro, how you the math don't hit on that at all. Like, so I just want to say that shout out to you though, by the way, because like I said, that's not an easy path, like to like I said, differentiate from what you've seen and to realize what's good. Because, like I said, when you come from a broken home, like it's funny because people always want to say like it was crazy. You must have been woo 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 woo. I'm like, man, it wasn't all crazy. Like, I had this, I had this, I took good tools from this. Like, it's not I grew up in the trenches of Vietnam. Like, you know what I'm saying? No,
Right,
like,
right.
you know what I'm saying? No, it was not what y'all was going through, but it wasn't, you know what I mean? I had some things to make me use the tools to be a better person. Like, you know what I mean? So that's dope. So anyway, that's why another reason why I didn't want to like try to talk about like say our parents or whatever. It was like, man,
Yeah, yeah.
they were in whatever dealing with what they had to deal with, like, you know what I mean?
Exactly. Yeah,
But
yeah.
point is, because it's about the future, it's about knowing who you are as a person now, especially, and it's also about making those smart decisions going forward. So I just want to definitely put that out there. And once again, I just want to say to clear that up, I should say, um, one more time. If y'all like sleeping in, he got a big man cave too. They were showing the pictures. He's got a dope ass cave. Like, hey, bro, that's where you want rock out. You got a movie theater in your situation, and hey, do you like, you know what I'm saying? And like I said, like,
I just don't
yeah,
like the I don't like the name. I don't like the sleep divorce name. I think the name is inflammatory, but I get it. But
it's a little trolly. It's a little
it
trolly.
doesn't have to be that, but I get
Yeah,
it.
sleeping. I understand it is a sleep divorce, like kind of in a way, but divorce is just, like it's,
So you can stay in a dysfunctional sleep marriage, meaning when it you can keep the dysfunction, you can't fix
right.
it.
So you got to watch
Like
the words. That's what I'm saying.
that's
Though,
what I'm
because
saying. I don't like that. I
especially
don't
when
like
you're
that.
talking to married couples, like when you see the word divorce in it, like already in the sentence when it's about married couples, you automatically like, hold on, let me see what they're talking about. Like, what I'm saying, as a
Yeah,
married man, every person does that. I don't know if you're married or not, but if you're married,
yeah.
like, what I'm saying, every person, you'll look at the caption a little longer if you see something
They're
married in
like,
the
wait a
caption. You'll be
minute.
like, oh, okay.
It's like walking by and see something and it's in your size. It's like that's a double X. Oh no,
I don't even like green like that, but
but you know it is my size. They
oh
actually
my,
have it.
hello, hello.
It's one of those. It's like man.
Oh
Yeah, I
yeah,
don't like the name. But I like what it was about, and thanks for
yeah,
bringing this one to the light for sure. This one was dope, but I just not a fan of the name. But people be flame broiling
yeah.
they whoppers online.
But I was actually thinking about this as well because I think on the previous pod you brought up some marriage topic as well. And honestly, I don't know. I'm not gonna sit there and act like I have the healthiest, most productive marriage in the world. I'm not gonna act like, I mean, you don't act like you. I mean, you just like, I'm married, we chilling. Like, you know what I mean? But honestly, like I do want to say that I have talked to other married people, or especially people who just have girlfriends and things like that, and they ask me certain questions and they say, "Oh, what do you guys do?" I was like, I ask her how she feels. I receive that information, and they're like, "Words." Like, they think I'm talking like Aramaic. Like, you know what I'm saying? They're like, "Word." I'm
Right.
like, well, I'll ask you. I'm like, "So what do you guys do?" Well, when something happens, I try to go ahead and do this and hide it real quick so I can fix it before she even finds out. So then by the time I'm like, oh, so let me get this straight. You tried to fix it, and then she found out before it got fixed, and then now y'all arguing. And oh, okay, but then you called her out her name because she was mad, and then okay,
She
okay.
came at you a little strong or
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah,
Like
yeah, yeah. As
yeah.
she should, because you was lying. Like, you know what I'm saying? But they want yeah, they don't want to get that part. I wasn't lying. What I was doing was omitting. I'm like, now you sound like her when they talk. Don't do that. But this me. I'm like, this me. I'm your homie. Don't do that. This me. This me. For real, don't do that. I'm that one homie they don't want to call about marriage advice, man. I ain't going or girlfriend advice. So I'm like, don't do that. I'm gonna tell you about yourself. I don't care if you're my homie or not. For real. But I like that because now that let me know that, like, because sometimes when you're just going through the motions, like, like, because you're just so busy focused on like your future, the end game, and all things like that. You got to enjoy the journey, the road. Like, you got to realize that sometimes you're looking like him when it comes to marriage. Like, you're looking like, bro, how do y'all do that? We're over there like, bro, it's Tuesday. We got to hurry and get a booking. Got to hurry and get over here. Like, you know what I'm saying? They're like, nah, bro, you guys are doing it. We're like, oh, we is? Yeah, I guess we is. Yeah, man. That's what's up. I mean, just healthy, you know, that's it. Just
Oh
health,
yeah.
nothing toxic. That's all. Like something
Right.
light. Hey,
Like
but it's crazy though because nowadays though, in a society that thrives off toxicity, turmoil, tea, whatever you want to call it, like being regular and not having drama is really where it's at. Like, I mean, I ain't gonna lie, it's cool to watch other people have drama like for 10, 20 minutes and then shut it off and then go back to regular life. Like, but can you imagine just having a life full of drama? Like you live with one of the Real Housewives of Atlanta or something. Like, bro, like ain't no married man trying to do all that. Like,
exhausting.
what? I got exhausted right now just trying to say our Real Housewives of just the title was
Yeah,
exhausting.
yeah. It's a
Like,
lot.
that sounds like it come with 3 stylists and one that wants me to wear some Shannon Sharp outfits. Like, I'm cool. Like, no,
One hell of a writer.
I can't do it. Ain't nothing wrong with just getting a bag and being regular. Like, get your bag, be comfortable, and live your life. That's all it is, man. And once you find somebody who's with that same type of road, you know what I mean? That's man. Like I said, that's what I always say. Communication is the biggest key because
Hmm.
if you want to be like if you want to be president of the United States and your wife wants to just full beds at the La Quinta Inn, like you know what I mean? Your tactics and the way you guys live might be a little off, not aligned. You know what I'm saying? But if you're like, look, in 2 years I'm trying to buy a house. I work here. I do this. Woo woo. And then she's like, oh well, I'm trying to buy a house in 2 years too. I work here. Woo woo. Okay, cool. In 2 years, okay, cool. And then boom, every day and everything. You know what I mean? You're just working towards a goal. Like you're just, you know
Working
what I mean?
towards the goal.
Yeah, and that's all you're doing. You're rocking out with each other, like you know what I mean? Because obviously, before you got married, obviously you like the person, the personality. So obviously, but if you guys are aligned in the same goal, it's like, hey, when somebody comes home from work, you're not gonna be like, hey, what'd you do today? Like, you know what I did today? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was working on the goal. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, because you don't really have to talk about that type of stuff anymore because the finances are going to go where they need to go to, and then all your biggest concern is, remember, finally Friday is our free day. What are we going to do on Friday? Like to go decompress. Like that's what happens when you have healthy relationships. Like,
And structure. We have some
hell,
structure set up.
hold on, now my man cooking because my man, but shout out my man over here too. Bless me with that Google Calendar. Shout out my man. That done saved us a lot of time, energy, frustration. Definitely a fan of that. Thank you, sir. Appreciate that. That man, you'd be surprised. I think I hit you off camera the other day, and I said some shit. I was like, "Bro, it was weird, man. Like, had a whole productive ass day. It was crazy. It was crazy. Like, all day. Like, looked at the calendar. It was like from this time to this time, you're posting shorts. From this time to this time, you're taking lunch. This time to this time, you got to take her over here. This time to this time, I'm like, everything was flowing. I'm like, man, this is dope. Like, I need I need a week of this. I need a month of this. I need 6 months of this. Something like that just felt too good. I'm talking about
And
no
then
wet drink, no dry drink, just everything just flowing. That was
like
lit.
looking at it the next day and you're like, oh, I did all that. I
Did
did.
it? Oh
Yeah.
God, bro. I
I
love
did all
that,
that.
bro.
That's the best part the next day. Because you got
Hello.
your boxes for that day, but then you see before, like, man, I got to do all that. Oh, yeah.
Hello, for real. The next day, man. Shout out the BG shorts, man. Because hey, I just want to say anybody who's been rocking with us as Block Giants, man, y'all been fucking with the shorts, man. I'm so appreciative because we put a lot of time and work into everything we do with this channel. So thank y'all for just even that little piece right there, like
Yeah.
because we do work hard to give y'all this dope ass content. You know what I'm saying?
Block
So
Giants, but we mess with the short gang.
bro, you've been having to explain that for your whole life, huh? You're like, all my friends shorter than me. It's like, all my friends. I mess with them though. They cool. I wouldn't pick them up on no pickup game or nothing, but they still my niggas.
Yeah. Or the other question, what is it? Like, are you always the tallest person? Like, no. Are you the tallest of your friends? I guess.
What do you mean by you always the tallest person? I never. They used to always ask you the craziest questions in the airports, bro.
Craziest
It used to be
questions.
so funny, bro. They'd be like, you used to walk, bro. You used to always hold her head down. They'd be like, watch, you gonna ask me if I play basketball. Hey, hey. I'd be like, oh, here it comes. Say, here it comes. Hey, I know you probably hear this all the time. All right, then why you gonna ask me? Like that
Right.
should be crazy. That's like somebody being like, no disrespect. and then some disrespect comes out, or like I'm not trying to be racist, and then some race shit comes out, or somebody like I know you hear this all the time. It's like then why are you going?
Like, are you a millionaire? Like, no, I'm not. Leave me alone.
You know what? I'm gonna start trolling people, man. You know what I'm saying? Like if they gonna troll us, because remember they used to call me Little Wayne back in the day. You look like Little Wayne.
Oh man, that was
Like,
all the time.
and then yeah, and then they used to always say like you used to play basketball. I'm gonna start trolling people. We should just walk up to broke people and be like, "Hey, bro, you like a millionaire? Can I get like a picture?" I'm not a million. Watch their faces. Just do. Yeah, I mean, just troll one day. Just troll one day. Like, goddamn. See, I'm old now. Like, I mean, I have ideas for trolling, but like, I'm not gonna do nothing.
The reverse
All right.
troll.
Oh, hello. But hold on. One thing I do want to say before we move on to the next topic, though, is I'm gonna sound like a hater, but I'm gonna say it anyway. Why are you gonna sit there and put Ryan Seacrest as fucking the host of Wheel of Fortune, like after fucking Pat Sajak? That's wild to me. They just always bring him as the backup. He's like that one dude. Like they always get like the sub. Like he just, you know what I mean? He's like always like, you know what I mean, the backup quarterback. Remember when the Kelly Ripa thing happened? He jumped on that bitch. Like all the shit. He's always just that man. I'm sick of bro. Since American Idol, bro, I'm sick of bro. Like
He's Swiss Army knife, yo. That's him.
what do you say?
He the Swiss Army knife.
You Swiss Ryan Swisscrest. Okay. Okay.
Like Nick Cannon.
Oh yeah. Oh no.
He's a
He's
Swiss
the white
Army.
Nick Cannon.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Well, actually, no,
He's
no.
white
Actually,
Nick
matter of
Cannon.
fact, no. Hold on. Nick Cannon is black Seacrest because Seacrest started American Idol first. So he black Seacrest. I gotta give him black Seacrest.
Hey,
He was here first. That's the only reason. Not because I'm more preferential than anybody.
I
But
ain't mad.
anyway,
I ain't
let's
mad.
get to our favorite topics, man. Because in the shorts though, they was rocking with Siskel and T-Bert. I ain't gonna hold you. They was
Hey,
rocking with Riskel and T-Bert. That's my bad. Riskel and T-Bert. Let's
we in.
go, man. Hello, we in here, man. Movies and TV segment like only we can do. All right, cool. So we had a big one last time. We had a big one last week. Unfortunately, I was still reeling from that, so I didn't have a lot of shit I caught up on. But I know you right here ready. What you got first for us?
Oh, for
And I
me,
want yes, sir.
I jumped on that Superman and Lois.
Mm.
I never really got into Smallville. Um,
Mm.
but I think I saw somewhere they're like finishing up the show. So by the time I get through it, I should be near the end when they finish it up. But it's like
Oh,
one of those
are they in the first
CW.
season?
No, they in the third, or they're finishing up the fourth, or
Oh,
something like that.
season?
Yeah.
Oh, they're
Third or
rocking with
fourth.
amazing. It's called Superman and Lois.
Yeah, Superman and Lois. That's the one, man.
Oh, shit, Superman and Lois. Okay, cool.
It's dope because it's basically after Smallville, so it's Lois
Oh, it's
and
after Smallville.
so it's like Lois and Superman, right?
Oh,
She knows about Superman. She's like a big reporter. They have twins, and his mom dies in Smallville, so they go back, and then it kind
mm.
of picks up from there, like you know them as
Oh,
parents, them
wow.
having to move back to the small town, being from the big city.
That's
The
crazy.
kids don't know their dad's Superman.
Mm.
Like yeah, it kind of picks up from there and goes forward. So it's
And
pretty dope.
was that season one?
Yeah, that's how it starts.
Okay,
Season one.
what season are you on?
I just started season two.
Mm. Okay. Okay.
Yeah. So
Okay. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, go ahead.
that's a
Go ahead.
good plot.
Yeah, go ahead.
So that's the plot. It's just everybody knows.
Yeah.
You know, you're picking up where Superman and Lois
Left
been
off.
established,
Mm.
have kids, teenage boys that are twins, and they gotta now move back to Smallville where
Mm.
Clark grew up, but she didn't. So
Yeah. So they're following the comic book. Actually, this is crazy.
yeah.
That's crazy. No, okay. The main reason I actually didn't watch it because, like a stupid person, I didn't watch the trailer, so I thought they
Mm.
were doing a remake of fucking Smallville,
Smallville's right. That's
and
what I
that's
was
what,
thinking
yeah,
too.
that's why I was like, they. I had to suffer through that, bro. Like because, like, bro, every season you're like, bro, when you gonna be Superman, bro? Like when, like, bro, okay, cool. You've been jumping high for like 3 seasons, bro. Like, come on, bro. Like. She's been pissing me off, bro. Like, you know what I mean? We suffered through all that shit. That shit's pissed me off. Like, I'm like, this boy for 3 seasons, bro. A tall building in a single bound. That man was barely jumping over a tree. Like that man couldn't jump shit. Like it was crazy, bro. Like then one day he
Yeah,
found out he was strong. We're like, bro, this shit dry as hell. And it was, I ain't
oh
gonna
yeah,
hold you.
no,
Hold on, I got a bigger question. Is this on the CW?
it is.
Oh, fuck, goddamn.
That's why I came in with little like different expectations, but there's more action. Like this, Superman's actually he's knocking shit out. It's like checklist. It's not like the biggest villains and shit, but he's got little things to do. He goes,
The little road, the little road,
yeah, yeah.
the
He
little
knocks
road, the
them all
road.
out. Yeah,
Okay,
yeah. So it's like,
because I'm
okay,
looking
that's
right
cool.
now. I'm looking right
That's
now.
cool.
It says Superman and Lois, Doomsday versus Superman fight. That's the first thing that. Hold on. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Oh, they brought Doomsday in kind of quick. Bam. Where's my man's? Where's my man's at? Bam. Chrome tabbing.
Chrome tabbing. Boom, Chrome tabbing. Wow.
Yeah, but I'm saying though, I just typed in Superman and Lois. First thing it says is Superman and Lois 3 times 3. I don't know what that means. 3 by 3.
Yeah, 3 times 3 means season 3,
3
episode
episode
13.
13.
So we're gonna just spoil it right now. Thanks, man. Thanks.
Well, I typed. Look,
Thanks.
you see what I typed in right
Thanks.
here? You see what I typed in?
Thanks.
You see what I
So
typed in?
Doomsday's coming later. Okay, got it.
Do you
Thanks,
see what
man. Thanks,
do you,
thanks for spoiling it.
do you see what I
This
typed in?
motherfucker right
Did you
here,
see what
though.
I typed in? Right there. All
No.
it says is Superman and Lois. I didn't even type in season 1, 2, nothing. That's all I typed in. That's the first thing that came up. Shout out YouTube. Because they did us on that one. That was not me. I just typed it in.
Us. They
I just
did
want
us on that one.
see on God, you gotta stay we gotta sit together.
I just said they finishing up one. So there's got
I just wanted to see what was going on. We gotta sit together.
he's the worst.
So
Freaking
season 1 though,
worst.
are you giving it 1 blunt up, 2 blunts up, 2 blunts down? How are we feeling about season 1?
I'll do at least if you know it's CW, I'm gonna give it 1.5 blunts.
Mm.
If you don't know it's CW, I'm gonna just give it 1 blunt.
One and a baby for CW?
If you know it's CW and you're going in there knowing it's CW quality wise, it's 1.5.
I ain't gonna lie, I'm finna watch it then.
The plot's pretty good because
I'm
it's
finna watch it then.
watching them be adults, and then
Yeah,
maybe the kids might have to hit that special. Who knows? But
like the boys. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Still waiting for that. Still waiting for that. Okay.
pretty
Well,
good.
I'm glad you told me about that because I'm definitely gonna watch it. I'm actually in a hiatus right now between shows because I just finished Tulsa season 1.
Tulsa, what's Tulsa? Is that Tulsa King or is that
Tulsa
Tulsa?
King. Yeah, hell yeah.
Okay,
Tulsa
okay,
King.
okay.
Hell yeah.
Making
Tulsa
sure.
King. For surely.
I heard good things about it.
Man, 2 blunts up.
Hey.
And it was crazy because in Rocky, Rambo, Sylvester wasn't really known for the lines. Like, you know what I mean? Like, he wasn't really known for the acting. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, the acting was slow on the season finale. He had this little general speech to rally the troops type shit. It wasn't given what he thought it was given. I ain't gonna lie, that was him when he was supposed to be, you know what I mean? That big general like war cry type. But let's be
He's trying
real.
to shoot the 3 at the end and miss.
Yeah,
That's
but
cool.
the thing is though, he's in the script, the troops still rallied. But
For sure.
But as a layman, I'd have been like, nigga, this nigga's 75, nigga. What's so wrong with this nigga? That nigga need a Pedialyte and an orange slice.
Hey, you said 2. You said 2 blunts though.
Yeah, no, because the show is, like I said, we all know how the show started when the Rocky situation happened. So when they left him off the project for Creed 3 or something like that. So I thought that was just his way of just jumping in something real quick, and because he's the executive producer. So I thought like he was, you know what I mean? So that means somebody put a script in front of him and he co-signed it. So I'm thinking it's going to be something real quick just to, you know what I mean?
Nah, he already did that.
Yeah. I didn't get what he did. What's the first one he did?
Samaritan.
What the fuck was that? Is that a movie?
It's like a superhero type movie. He got it out of system.
Oh, okay, cool.
He's like an old it's like a weaker version of
Oh,
Sixth
I
Sense.
saw that shit. Oh, I saw that.
That's what I'm saying. So he got to get that out. He got to get that out.
shit that he had to help and
Yeah,
shit.
yeah.
Yeah, he did a
He got
Clint
that
Eastwood
out.
movie hella early. He did the Clint
Yeah, he
Eastwood movie.
got that out. So then,
Yeah, that shit
so
was
going
fast.
into this
Yeah.
makes sense. He kind of got his reps in. He
Yeah.
got
Yeah. So he got warmed up. He got warmed up.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay,
Uh,
okay.
the acting from season 1 to the last episode. Sorry, first episode to the last episode. That one scene was the only time the acting was bad. That one scene, right?
Okay,
And that was
okay.
in the season finale. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so from the first episode all the first off, they got me right. So I'm gonna give you a spoiler, right? Season one,
That's
right?
it.
Episode one, right?
Spoiler
He,
T.
yeah, 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 that's me, definitely. Spoiler T-Bird for sure. I'm gonna give you one spoiler alert. This is what got me. Season one, he just at the bar, moved to Tulsa, don't even want to be there. You know what I'm saying? Just at the bar, being himself, dress how he dressing, looking good, smelling good, feeling good. You know what I mean? Just all in his frippery. You know what I'm saying? Like, chilling. Like, you know what I'm saying? Bad female across the bar. I wouldn't say bad, but you know what I mean? A female across the bar with her friends. She chews up. You know what I'm saying? He take her back to his place. He handle his business. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? They do what they do. You know what I mean? He getting up, getting his stuff together. And then boom, she's like, "How old are you?" He's like, 75. She's like, "You 75?" Like, she, he put that 70 on her. He put that 70 on her. I was like, hold on. I'm finna rock out with that. She was like, she put her clothes on so fast and got up out of there. Like, she was like, I could never tell nobody. She was thinking like 50 maybe. Like, she was thinking.
Oh my god.
I was like, no, I gotta rock out with this because he was so nonchalant about it. He said, yeah, man, I ain't did that for a while. Because he just came home from prison type shit. He did
Right? He
25
just had to
years.
knock the dust off. He
Yeah, he
cool.
was like, I ain't did that for a while. She said, you was going crazy. He like, yeah, man. I'm like, how are you anyway? How you think I am? She's like 50 something. Oh, really? That's what's up. Oh my God, I'm 3/4 in this bitch. I'm short of a
Oh,
dollar, nigga. I'm a quarter short of a
what?
dollar. Like, you should have seen her face. She was like, "Don't ever tell nobody. I will never tell nobody. Like, this is done. We will never talk again ever in life. I'm done with you." And then she go to work the next morning. Turns out she's the head FBI agent on the case against him. That's why I was
Wow.
like, "Oh yeah, buckle up. We in here. This ain't no Kia. No, this is
Okay.
Ferrari. We gonna speed through this. We gonna somewhere."
Mm.
It was lit. 2 blunts up. That's all I gotta say. 2 blunts up.
Okay. You went through the whole series.
I did quickly.
Nice.
All 8.
Burning. He's
Hell yeah,
straight
had to.
burning.
I said Lambo, no Kia.
T-Bird burning.
T-Bird. Man, T-Bird and the Firebird. Pause. Had to do it.
T-Bird burning.
But yeah, what else? Oh yeah, did you finish that Three Bodies problem?
What do you mean? Did I finish? I never even started.
Oh,
You
that's
put that
right.
up originally.
Oh yeah, because I thought you was gonna watch it.
No. I would just
Okay.
be watching shit because everybody
Okay.
be watching shit.
Bro,
Like
I don't even
everyone's
think anybody watching this.
dude. It's been showing up on my feed all the time. I was like, 3 bodies. You know what's wrong with you? I'm like, dude,
Nah, it's probably because
get off.
they probably heard you talking about it in the phone or something. The algorithm is algorithmic.
Oh, for sure. It's definitely algorithmic.
But yeah, do you have anything
So
on your
what's up with
plate
it?
with what? With Three Bodies?
Yeah.
We didn't talk about it?
No, you never talked about it.
Oh, for real? Oh yeah, because I was waiting for you to catch up, and you said you're not gonna watch it. Oh yeah. I
No.
watched the Oh yeah, my bad. I watched the whole jump. My bad. I thought, oh yeah, okay,
Oh
my
my
bad.
god.
Shit. He's like, so what's up with it? I'm like, what's up with what?
No, I'm like, you're doing it again. Like,
That's funny. Man, if you guys if you guys would hear some of our off-camera conversations, man, you guys would laugh.
come on, T-Bert.
But anyway, so Three
You
Bodies
crazy.
problem. Thought it was
3
lit
bodies
actually.
problem.
Thought it was lit.
Netflix?
That's a good question. I want to say Prime for some reason. Maybe.
Okay.
Maybe. Three Bodies problem. Hold on, let me just double
I feel like
check.
it's Netflix, maybe.
The acting was good, so probably because they got their writers back.
Shady.
Yep, Netflix. Yep.
Shady.
Appropriate shade is really my strong suit.
Just like, just in and out.
Yeah, yeah, just appropriate though.
Just
As
a
long
little
as it's
pocket.
appropriate, it'll
Just a
work.
little pocket.
Yeah,
A
yeah.
little pocket.
I found my niche. You know what I mean? I know how to
Hey,
ride. I know how to ride that beat. Yeah. So three bodies problem. I'm not gonna give no spoiler alerts.
here he goes. He says it now. Let's go. Let's
No,
go.
I'm not gonna give any spoiler alerts. I'm just gonna give you the general synopsis of the story. It's some scientists, a group of scientists that are friends. I want to say about five or six of them. Randomly, one of them commits suicide, and they're trying to figure out why.
Hmm. Jesus.
So, um, I'm not gonna go into the whole thing about it, about why and everything like that. The story. Short story shorter though, it's a sci-fi movie, so it
Mm.
pretty much leads into sci-fi show. So it pretty much leads into that's a spoiler. Nah,
Hold up.
yeah, that's a spoiler. I can't do it. Two
Hold up,
blunts up.
Doomsday.
I ain't gonna hold you. I ain't gonna hold. Shut up.
Two.
He said, hold on, dude. Nah, no, yeah, I have to take that back. 1.5. I gotta give it 1.5 blunts.
One of that.
Like only because the
Almost
acting.
finished the second. Got put
Yeah,
it down to that.
yeah, it was close though. You know what I'm saying? You ever
Yeah.
you think it's gonna like it's been doing everything, it's hitting it, and you think it's gonna go that next, and then it goes boop and falls. You're like, wait, what? I thought we was
You just missed the free throws at the end of the game.
yeah.
It's like,
I thought we was, and then
you should have had that one.
yeah. I thought that was the easy layup at the end. I was like, no,
Mm.
nobody was even next to you. Like, but anyway, that's the only reason to get
Jam.
1.5. But the show itself, I'm definitely as far as like this show and Tulsa King, I'm definitely can't wait for season 2 of both of those. That
Mm.
was lit. Like I said, once again, I'm glad the writers are back on Netflix because y'all have been scoring buckets like since they came back, like for real. So that's pretty much yeah, for sure. That's all I really got for the actual segment right now. I do have. So I didn't know if you wanted to talk about anything that you might want to be having in the chamber, but or we could just hit him with stuff
Yeah.
next time. I don't know. It's up to you.
No, no. I was dabbling around, looking around.
Okay.
I was checking out the Justified. I was like, I don't know if I'm not a big Westerner type guy, but I think it's
Wait,
about
that's my man's. That's my man's from
the
Hitman, right?
Marshal. Yeah, I
Oh,
think
you better
so.
watch that. That shit busting. That's my man's.
All
That's
right,
my
so
man.
that's been on the menu. I'll
That's
probably give
FX,
it a
right?
shot. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that's my man's. Yeah, that's busting. Yeah,
So we'll see. Open to any suggestions. Definitely leave a comment. Let us know.
yeah, definitely.
Um, let's see. Yeah, yeah, I think that's about it on the menu. What about you? What you
Um,
got?
somebody put a bug in my ear about Joker 2, the
It's
movie.
not out yet, though.
Oh, when's it come out?
I don't know, but it's not out yet.
Oh shit, then never mind then.
Oh yeah, Fallout, obviously. Fallout, but I
Oh
think
yeah,
we'll be
yeah.
recording one more time before that,
Oh, I
maybe.
can't wait. Are they gonna week to week us, aren't they?
Nope, they said they're dropping everything.
Okay, Prime. Just when I was talking greasy about y'all too, y'all came back and showed
Everything.
improved. Everything.
Everything.
Okay, just when I was talking greasy, you know what I mean? Prime came back and show improved with that one because we was gonna have to suffer through it. I was gonna do it. I was gonna week to week it. I ain't gonna lie. I was gonna week to week it. Actually, what I really want to do is I've been studying. I've been searching for Rick and Morty season 7 for hella long. I found it on the streaming sites where you don't have to pay.
Mm,
I didn't do it, so I waited for it to finally get to Hulu. I saw so now it's on Hulu, so I think I'm gonna uh, run through that because
it's Rick and Morty.
hell yeah, because honestly, I love that show, right? Because I was trying to figure out like if that applies to you at all, and when it comes to all the Rick variants, like you know what I'm saying, as I watched one episode, and then there was a T-shirt on the ground, and Morty came in. He was like, "Rick, where are you?" And he picked up a shirt. And he said, "Rick, is that you?" And then Rick comes out the bathroom, and "Was like, what are you doing?" He's like, "I don't know. You doing weird shit. I thought you might be T-shirt Rick today. I don't know." Like, it's like T-shirt Rick. I don't know. I don't know if I'm dealing with Pod Rick. Like, you know what I'm saying? This is Pod Rick. You know what I'm saying?
Here he goes.
Like,
Here he goes.
nah, I just can't wait to just get dive into that though, because I'm also waiting to see if they finally get to the bottom of the original Rick that started all this shit.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's crazy though. Can you imagine like your biggest nemesis is yourself, like your biggest arch, which is actually everybody's biggest arch enemy.
It's like
Like,
Fringe.
you know what? Did I finish Fringe? Oh yeah, alternate reality. Oh yeah, Walternate. Yeah, I did watch that. Walternate. That was my shit.
Worst enemy is him from another reality.
Alternate.
That's
I like
crazy,
how everybody
son.
had the doper names, like how they switched over the names. That was kind of cool.
Yeah, that's pretty dope.
They called her Fivio. Remember they called her Fivio?
Fivio, yeah.
That shit was funny, bro. Can you
Shit was
imagine
dope.
somebody put a fall in front of your name though? That would piss me off, bro. Like, yo, you Fivio. Nah, man, don't be fucked up out here.
It's for Richter. Oh my god.
Oh, you fake rants, nigga. Oh, those Terrence, nigga. Like that'd be wild, bro. But yeah, man, I can't wait to you know what I'm saying, dive in more to that, man. This is episode 23 though, man. Ink T to the G, my man Richter, man. This is episode 23. Feeling like MJ in 91 with this thing. Like I said, this is the actual season where I feel like we on the road to getting that first ring, man. We just cooking right, man. Like, I ain't gonna lie. We just cooking right, man. Anything you want to say to the people before we get up out of here, man, my dude?
Thank y'all for watching. Appreciate the comments. Keep giving us a little thumbs up or the big thumbs up if it's big. I don't know. But hit that thing.
Hello.
Appreciate y'all. We hit y'all next week. Got some goodies in the pipeline.
Hell yeah. Okay, that's what's up, man. We got Ink T to the G, my man Richter. Stay positive, stay passionate, stay pushing, stay progressing, stay on your pivot, and stay on your path until we cross it again next time. We out of here, man.
Hey.